what's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today we're doing a fantasy draft rebuild. We are the Chicago Bears. Let's start the fantasy draft and see what pick we're going to get. Number 6, not bad. So last time we took Baker Mayfield with our first pick. We're not going to do that this time. Hopkins is gone. Aaron Donald. Is that where we want to go? I wish I knew who's been taken so far. I could probably figure it out. Yeah, it does look like Ramsey is gone. Let's go with Aaron Donald with our first overall pick, even though he is 28 years old. Not first overall pick, first round pick. How old Khalil Mack? 28 as well? We're going to have to go with Aaron Donald. I want to take him one of these times in a fantasy draft rebuild, and this is going to be the time. Look at that superstar X Factor. Now, where do we want to go from there? I'm thinking maybe quarterback. Do we go like a Drew Brees, a Matt Ryan, maybe a Cam Newton? Definitely not a Dak Prescott. I would never do that. Jimmy Garoppolo wouldn't be a terrible idea. I think I might load up on the defense. So maybe go with like a Von Miller. Maybe go with a Patrick Peterson, who's 29 as well. There's a lot of older guys on my team. I don't really want to load up on that. I'm thinking Kendall Fuller. I mean, we're going to have another pick right after this, so we could definitely wait on Kendall Fuller, I have to imagine. Von Miller, though. That'd be a pretty good 1-2 punch, in my opinion. Well, so we have a right end. Who's our left end? Calais Campbell we're not going to do. Stephon Tuitt's there. Leonard Williams a little bit further down the list. Let's get Kendall Fuller, our first corner. I'd like to have a good secondary if we can. I think our first 12 or so picks might be on defense, even though we should get a quarterback sometime in then. I mean, we're going to have to get Von Miller. We just have to. I know he's 30 years old, but he's a 97 overall. It's pretty much hard to pass up on that. Now, trying to think, will there be another corner there that I want to get? Jimmy Smith, no. Logan Ryan might not be a terrible idea. I know he's 28 years old. Mike Hilton's there, Dante Jackson. Who's their free safety? McCourty, Randall, Marcus Williams. Malcolm Jenkins is there, and Adrian Amos. I'm actually going to take Adrian Amos with this. Is this our fourth pick? This definitely is our fourth overall pick. Or fourth. Why do I keep saying that? Our fourth round pick. I do want to see who's there for a quarterback. Roethlisberger. Derek Carr wouldn't be a terrible idea. Garoppolo. I feel like just going with Jacoby Brissett. He's going to be way further. Oh, there he is right there. 71 overall. He's an absolute beast in this game. But I did see who I wanted. Did I want Damon Harrison? Or I think Chris Jones. If we can get him with our next pick. Michael Bennett, D. Ford. I would like to get a younger guy, but they might. I saw a list somebody put up where all the rookies, they told you where they were in the draft. Probably should have that up right now. Tomlinson's a little bit further down the list. Let's go Roquan Smith. Yeah, that's going to be a good pick because we need our middle linebacker. We have Von Miller. We have Aaron Donald. We have Kendall Fuller. Now, I don't know where. And we don't need Malcolm Jenkins. That doesn't make sense. Let's go with... Maybe like a Conley, even though it's a little bit further down the list than I want to do. Mario Davis, Dante Hightower, Bradley Chubb. I think that'll be a good, right next to Von Miller, right across from Von Miller, I should say. They play pretty well in real life in Denver. I think they'll play pretty well for the Chicago Bears. So our linebackers are absolutely stacked right now. I'm going to get our quarterback out of the way just to make sure we get him. There's Kyler Murray. I don't think I want to do that. How old is Jacoby Brissett? 26? And this is going to be a 4-year rebuild. Get him. Let's get him on the team. So that's the only offensive pick we're going to make for the next few rounds. I can't believe why is he star development? What kind of proof did Jacoby Brissett ever show to be a star development guy? I'd love to see it. Justin Simmons is there. I think we'll wait on that. At corner, Patrick Robinson? He's 31. Trey Flowers maybe? Kenny Moore? I think Conley would be a good number 2 corner for now. Probably going to have to draft the corner eventually, which is kind of strange because we're in round 9 and we only have one good corner. Kind of messed up there, to be honest. Defensive tackle, Geno Atkins is there, Richardson's there. How old is Richardson? 28? He is 28. Guy, Vita Vea wouldn't be a bad idea. Not right now, but maybe with our next pick. Let's go. I think Derek Barnett wouldn't be a terrible idea. Cleveland Farrell, on the other hand. That's who I'm going to get on my team because I want to get as many young players as we can. Now, what round? I know we're definitely not in round 16 like it says up there. We're in round 10. What else do we need on defense? We need our defensive tackle. We need our free safety. The corner. I could probably wait in the corner. Oh, no. Did he really get taken? I'll get Maurice Hurst, but I forget who I was going to. Oh, Vita Vea. I definitely wanted to take Vita Vea, but I mean, Maurice Hurst, not a terrible second pick. Shaq Mason's still there for offensive lineman. Let's get Xavier Woods, who always seems to play great in Sims, so I think this would be a perfect fit right here. Now, let's start rattling off the offensive players. I'm hoping those offensive linemen aren't long gone. Oh, man, they really started to go right now. That's so disappointing. Let's go with this guy. I know I messed his name up. I forget what team he's on. I messed it up in the rebuild that I did with he's on that team. What? I can't think of it. Who did I do recently? I can't think of it. I really, really can't. Let's go. Fitzgerald's there. John Brown, Zay Jones. Adam Humphries, who I think is going to have a good year in Tennessee this year. Can't believe he turned down the Patriots. Don't get me wrong there. Let's get DK Metcalf on the team. I might have taken him last time, or that could have been in a fantasy draft. I don't exactly remember. So we have our right guard. I do want to fill up the offensive line if we can. Let's get Dwayne Brown, even though he's 34 years old. So we're definitely going to have to draft the offensive lineman. Leonard Fournette is off the tee, or off the board. Feel like I should, practice doing recordings. I don't do them enough. Philip Lindsay is still there. James White's still there. Peterson. Trying to think who a running back was in this year's draft. I think I did this last time as well. I do not see anybody. Oh, Josh Jacobs is a little bit further down the list. I'd have to wait on him, though. We need a left guard. Let's get Saffold, who's 31 years old. Of course he is. So he's going to start tanking very, very soon. Trying to think. So we have DK Metcalf. I don't really want to go with the usual, like Larry Fitzgerald, who's probably still here. He is. I don't really want to do that. I like to mix it up a little bit this time around. How old is John Brown? 29? Yeah. I don't think I see. I'm going to take Adam Humphries, even though he turned down my New England Patriots, which I don't approve of whatsoever. He's kind of a crazy man. But I guess he wanted to stick to his handshake agreement. I don't know. You have to appreciate that, I suppose, but I think I'd go play for Tom Brady for 2 years and then probably leave and go make a boatload of money again. Realistically. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe you guys disagree. I would like to get George Kittle at some point. I know he's not going to be here anymore, but at some point in one of these fantasy draft rebuilds that I do, we're definitely going to get him on the team. Hayden Hurst is on the team. I think he has a ton of potential, even though he does have Lamar Jackson as a quarterback, so that might hold him back a little bit. Let's get Lindsley on the team, who's 28, so our youngest offensive lineman so far, I believe. Unless the first guy we took was 27. He might have been 27. I don't exactly remember. So what do we have? We have a running back, 2 receivers, tight end. We need a right tackle. We're at pick number 20. Parnell's there. Jawan Taylor's down there. I think that's going to have to be the pick. Has normal development, but I think he has a ton of potential. Did he get drafted by the Jaguars, I believe, if I remember correctly? I want to get Tucker on this team. Yep, let's get Justin Tucker, who has superstar development, which is awesome. I couldn't believe the Ravens traded their backup kicker, but I feel at this point when Tucker's about to be 30, I know Adam Vinatieri's playing it. He's like 43, 44 right now. But I'd probably try to trade away Tucker, get as much as you could, in my opinion. I know Ravens fans, regular fans might just call me crazy right there. But if you can get more than I think they got a 5th round for the kicker, I'd probably take it. Let's go with Jonathan Jones, our number 3 guy, 76 overall. And then I'm thinking, do we just want to sim the rest of this, or do we want to take one more look around, maybe get another receiver? If I don't, they're probably going to take Fitzgerald, which I don't want. Callaway wouldn't be a terrible idea. Cordell Patterson, John Ross. There has to be somebody else. Higgins is way down there. Latimer. A.J. Brown. I'd like to see how A.J. Brown would do. So if they draft anybody else for receiver, I'm just going to cut him. I'm going to have DK Metcalf. I'm going to have A.J. Brown. But let's go to the end of the draft. So we drafted a 78 overall team, 79 offense, 81 defense. Look at our running backs. We have Lindsey. They also drafted Dion Lewis and McKinnon. But I think our team's going to look pretty good. We should make the playoffs in year 1. I'm hoping Aaron Donald goes off. But let's go to the playoffs. What a weird record. We made the playoffs at 9-5-2. I've never seen that before. The Packers are 10-6. Let's see how the Vikings and the Lions did. 8-8 and 7-9. How did Jacoby Brissett do? Of course he's a beast. 4,700 yards, 36 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I mean, there's no stopping him. Lindsey, 909, 10 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns. Adam Humphries, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. Hayden Hurst, 938 with 6. A.J. Brown, 815 with 5. Dion Lewis with 5. On defense, Smith, 122 tackles, 119 for Wilson. Sack totals, 16 for Von Miller, 13.5 for Aaron Donald. Interceptions, 3 for Smith and Conley. Do we have any safeties or defensive touchdowns? No and no. Now, I imagine Brissett's the MVP. Of course not. Todd Gurley and Patrick Mahomes beats him out. Brissett number 3, though, not bad. Wilson, Wentz, Newton, Luck, Rivers, Barkley, Breeze. Coach of the year, we won't be there. Why bother? Offensive player of the year, Brissett at number 2. Nobody else. Defensive player of the year, Von Miller at 3. Roquan Smith at 6. No Aaron Donald. Huh. Thought he'd be up there for sure. DK Metcalf at 3. AJ Brown at 5. What about Cleveland Farrell? Is he going to be up here? There he is at number 10. I thought he'd be a lot better than that. Especially when you have Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, Aaron Donald on the team. Like, what are we doing on the field? What do we have for XP? 4 for Brissett would be a 78. Bunch in the offensive line. 3 for Taylor's not bad. 2 for Hurst. 7 for DK Metcalf. 4 for AJ Brown. Wow. 5 for Farrell would be a 79. I mean, we're in great shape. 3 for Bradley Chubb, 1 for Von Miller. Not that it matters all too much. But let's see. Can we upgrade our team, obviously? And then can we beat the Green Bay Packers? Get to the division round of the playoffs? I think we will be able to because, I mean, there's no stopping Jacoby Brissett. Not no way, not no how. Or there is. 41-35. I stand corrected. 41-35. Why did I go this way? Let's go postseason. Don't let me down, Brissett. Cam Newton, 328, 4 touchdowns. Brissett didn't really let us down. 357, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Elliott, 57 yards with a touchdown. Lindsey, 43 with a touchdown. Humphreys, 10 for 139 with a touchdown. Metcalf, 8 for 111 with a touchdown. Marvin Jones, 97 yards. Shepard with a touchdown. Elliott with a touchdown. 2 for Irv Smith. Wow. 2 for Hayden Hurst. Nothing else too exciting. Let's go find out who won the Super Bowl. Wow, oh wow. In the Battle of New York, the Giants beat the Jets 50-43. What is going on? Prescott, are you kidding me? 386, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Josh Rosen, 209, 2 touchdowns. Gurley, 88 yards, 3 touchdowns. James Conner, 61 with a touchdown. Robinson, 10 for 107. AJ Green, 9 for 103 with the 2 touchdowns. Cooper, 8 for 87. Croft, 7 for 79. Touchdown for Sharp, 2 for Jesse James, 1 for Connor, 2 for Shaheen. Wow, oh wow. Now, there's not going to be anybody we have to re-sign, nobody in free agency, so let's go straight to the draft. I completely forgot that the Bears don't have a first-round pick because they traded it to the Raiders. That's a little disappointing because we need offensive line help. We could go with a running back with a 7-7 combine. Not going to do that right now. We don't need an end. We don't really need receivers all too much. Maybe a corner, Dion Penn? Doesn't look all that great. Let's check out the offensive line. 5'5", there's a 6'2 guy. Anything better at the moment? There's some 6 guys. I think I'm going to take the left tackle, Springs. Yeah, let's add him to the team. 67 overall is not good. 84 strength, 74 run block, 73 pass block. Oh, man, that running back isn't there. I was going to take him for sure. I think we're going to go with Marcus Joseph. Even though we have Chubb, even though we have Von Miller, he just looks too good to pass up. 67 overall, normal development. I stand corrected. 74 tackles, 69 hit power, 82 speed, 81 acceleration. I mean, no wonder Jacoby Brissett does so well. He's up the superstar development. We have an 82 overall team. Brissett's a 76, Lindsey 86, Metcalf 83, Humphreys is an 80, Hurst 80, the offensive line 74, 87, 80, 82, and 67. On defense, Fuller 89, Donald 99, Hurst 81, Farrell 79, Conley's an 80. Amos 88, Von Miller 94, Smith 84, Wilson 67, Chubb 83, and Woods is a 78. I mean, we should make the playoffs again, especially with Jacoby Brissett having superstar development. Let's go find out. Yes, we won our division at 10-6. We'll be playing against the 10-6 Green Bay Packers. The Vikings went 6-9-1. The Lions 6-10. How'd you do, Brissett? Only 4,200 yards this time, 38 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Lindsey, 996, 11 touchdowns. He couldn't got those 4 extra yards. I mean, come on, really. Metcalf, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Humphreys, 915 with 10. Hurst, 820 with 4. Lewis with 4 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, a little bit of a drop-off, 468, 3 touchdowns. On defense, Smith, 99 tackles. I see 18 sacks for Von Miller, 14 for Aaron Donald, 9 for Chubb, 6 for Wilson. Seems pretty good. Interceptions, 4 for Fuller, 3 for Jones, 2 for Miller. Do we have any safeties and offensive touchdowns? That's the wrong pick. No, we do not. Is Brissett going to be in the top 10? You bet he is. There he is at number 3 again. Really no surprise. No Bears, Coach of the Year. There we are, number 7, Matt Nagy. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Brissett down to 5. How dare you? That's an insult. Von Miller at 2. We also have Aaron Donald at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have nothing. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have nothing. But that's kind of expected. We didn't have a first-round pick. Not the end of the world. Now, I really hope we can beat the Green Bay Packers this time. I just don't like it. 3 XP for Jacoby Brissett. 6 for Springs, okay. We have 3 for Metcalf to be an 87. 2 for A.J. Brown will be a 78. Cleveland Farrell has 2 will be an 81. I mean, we're still in great shape, obviously. Some of our players are getting up there in age, though, so we will have to worry about that. Let's upgrade our team. See if we can beat, I forget who's their quarterback. Was it Cam Newton? I think it was Cam Newton, right? If I remember correctly, it was Cam Newton. Can we beat Cam Newton? And Ezekiel Elliott, I believe, was their running back. No, we cannot. 34-7. Jacoby Brissett, what are you doing, buddy? You might be the best quarterback in Madden history. You're better than Michael Vick. You're better than Lamar Jackson this year. Cam Newton, 272, 5 touchdowns. Brissett, 172, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Elliott, 117, touchdown for Phil Lindsay. Jones, 91 with a touchdown. Irv Smith, 59, touchdown for Virgil Green. 2 for Chester Rogers, 1 for Foreman. Nothing too exciting. Let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Ravens beat the Falcons 24-20. Let's see who's on these teams. Andy Dalton, really? 285, 2 touchdowns. What a joke. Must be Drew Brees as their quarterback. Mixon, 68 yards, touchdown for Aaron Jones, receiving. Antonio Brown, 401, 109, 2 touchdowns. Okay, that makes sense. Hearns, 89 yards. Ridley, 77 with a touchdown. Goodwin, 69. Olsen, 47. Robinson, 40. Kind of disappointing. I am going to take a quick peek at our free agents, even though there's not going to be anybody there. You know that. I know that. But just in case, because that does look like our center. No, that's our fullback. McKinnon's there as well. Seal Jones. Correa's there. I don't want any of these guys. So long. Goodbye, especially Kaiser. Let's go to the draft. With the 21st pick in the first round, we're taking right guard McManus. He's a 76 overall, only normal development, 87 strength, 81 run block, 78 pass block. In the second round, we're taking receiver York. Looks pretty good. 67 overall, 22 years old, 91 speed, 89 acceleration, 73 catching, 67 catch and traffic. In the third round, we're taking cornerback Thomas Wynn. He's a 62 overall, star development, 22 years old, 92 speed, 72 man, 61 zone, 53 play rec. Not a bad pick. I mean, what's going on? Why does Jacoby Brissett have superstar X factor? He's an 80 overall. What are we talking about? We have an 83 overall team. Brissett's an 80, Lindsay 86, Metcalf 86, Humphries is still an 80. Hurst 80, the offensive line, 77, 87, 80, 79, and 73. On defense, Fuller 90, Jonathan Jones 79, Aaron Donald 99, Hurst 82, Farrell's 81, Conley 81, Amos 88, Von Miller 92, Smith 86, Smith 66, Chubb 85, and Xavier Woods is a 79. Where's our corner? He's not even high enough to be up here? Is that what's going on? He's really not good enough to be starting. If you're going to be even the 5th guy on the thing. I don't even get it. Let's go to the playoffs. So we made the playoffs and got a first round bye. That's awesome. We went 14-2. The Packers 13-3. The Lions 10-6. So they're turning it around. Check out the stats. Brissett, 4,600 yards, 37 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I don't doubt it even one bit. 1,100 yards for Lindsay, 13 touchdowns, 2 for Lewis. Metcalf, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Humphries, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. Hurst, 966, 7 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 708, 2 touchdowns. Lewis with 7, Raymond with 6. On defense, what do we got? Roquan Smith, 98 tackles. I see 20.5 sacks for Aaron Donald. Wow. Von Miller with 10, 9.5 for Chubb, 7 for Smith. Interceptions rather, 3 for Smith, 2 for Amos and Woods. Do we have any safeties or defensive touchdowns? Crazy that we have either. But that much rushing, or like a pass rush, doesn't make sense. MVP, Phillip Rivers. Brissett at number 3. All right, if you say so. Coach of the Year. Hey, we won it. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. Brissett at number 4. Nothing else. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. That makes sense. Roquan Smith at 5. Nothing else. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Hey, we have Sheffield at 8, but that's going to be it. Now, I'm hoping that our man, Jacoby Brissett, is just leading the way. What do you have for XP this time around? A big 2, up to 84 with confidence. Hoorah! 3 for Springs, 2 for Metcalf to be an 89, 2 for A.J. Brown to be an 81. What about on defense? Nothing too crazy, which is kind of disappointing. Let's actually upgrade our team, find out who we're going to be playing in the division round of the playoffs. Eddie DeMarco with 5. Thomas Wynn, there he is. There's our star guy. He's up to a 72 overall. I love it. What do we get our team up to anyways? An 85? We better beat the Detroit Lions. That's all I'm saying. This game is an absolute joke. How does that happen? How does that happen to our man? The man. Not even our man. The man. Jacoby Brissett. It's kind of a crime, in my opinion. Let's see. Roethlisberger, 196 with a touchdown. Brissett, 285. Barkley, 172, 2 touchdowns. So we always lose to a team with a great running back. Lindsey, 59 with a touchdown. Metcalf, 8 for 111. Wilson, 93. Hurst, 83. Lewis, 44. Touchdown for Eifert. I think next fantasy draft rebuild I do, I'm taking a running back with our first pick. That just seems to be the answer. The Giants beat the Patriots 31-14. I mean, sometimes things never change. Rosen, 182. Gurley, 165 with a touchdown. Mack and Lacey with 2. Isabella, 124. Crowder, 53. Anything exciting? Of course not. Gurley with 5. Cooper's there. Deebo Samuel's there. I do want to see how he does. He went to the 49ers? And then I think Campbell went to the Colts, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Justin Tucker's going to be a free agent, guys. Kind of shaking in my boots. Lindsey Humphreys. Okay, I'm just going to re-sign all these guys. You don't want to watch this. I'll see you at the draft. With the 28th pick in the first round, we're taking left guard Chase Snead. He's a 74 overall. Star development. He has 83 strength, 64 run blocks, not good, but 84 pass block. Now, I don't need a quarterback, but this guy's top 3 skills are so good, I'm going to take him. Peralta, 70 overall, 22 years old, 93 throw power, 78 deep accuracy, 82 medium, but 72 short's just not good. In our final year, we're an 87 overall team, 85 offense, 89 defense. Brissett's an 82, Lindsey 86, Metcalf 88, Humphreys 80, A.J. Brown's an 80. Hayden Hurst is an 80, the offensive line, 79, 79, 79, 87, and 76. So not the best offensive line. Fuller 90, Jonathan Jones 79, Donald 99, Hurst 83, Farrell 82, Collins an 82, Amos 87, Von Miller's down to a 90, Smith 89, Jefferson 62, Chubb 87, and Woods is an 81. Can we make the playoffs, get that first round bye again? I think so. How is it even possible that we missed the playoffs? I don't get it. We went 9-7. The Packers 12-4. The Lions 10-6. And I think the Lions have Saquon Barkley, if I remember correctly. Brissett, 4,600 yards, 33 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Great year by him, of course. Lindsey, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 7 for Singletary. Receiving, Metcalf, about 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. Humphrey, 980, 9 touchdowns. Hayden Hurst, 962, 7 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 752, 4 touchdowns. On defense, 99 tackles for Smith, of course. 14.5 sacks for Miller, 14 for Chubb and Donald. Wow. So what's that, 28, 42 sacks? Seems pretty good between 3 players. 2 for Conley and Jonathan Jones. Hey, we have a defensive touchdown, and we have a safety by Hurst, defensive touchdown by Conley. Brissett, please win that MVP. It's about time. No, Patrick Mahomes. And I told you, Barkley is on the Lions. Next fantasy draft rebuild I'm doing. I'm telling you, first pick, it's going to be a running back. Brissett's at 8, coach of the year. We're not up there. I mean, we could have been. Barkley, offensive player of the year. Brissett at 6, defensive player of the year. We have Von Miller at 4. That's it. Offensive rookie of the year. We have Walker at 6. We have Veldman at 8. And defensive rookie of the year, we have absolutely nothing. So let's take one final look at our team. I want to see what we got up to for XP. I know Brissett's an absolute beast. He's an 84, which is awesome. Kind of BS, don't get me wrong. Metcalf's at 90, A.J. Brown 81, which is good. Humphreys kept getting XP, but he didn't go anywhere, which I don't get. 5 for Jefferson, for whatever that's worth. Hey, there's Win with 2, will be a 74. That's not terrible, but that is going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out my channel, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.